Hi, Carmen here. I have no idea what I'm talking about today. I actually hadn't been feeling the greatest emotionally today and pretty tired, and I'm realizing that the best remedy for me is creating something. I was like, I haven't made a YouTube video in a while, so we're gonna make one today and just see what words escape from my mouth. Hey. Making something. Oh yeah, I was like, I guess I can do an update on where I am creatively in general, since this is like a video diary anyway. I guess this is rough draft number 3 or just draft number 3 for the book. I can't remember if I talked about that or not in another video. I remember talking about like when I was first starting, but I've gone through completing first rough draft, second rough draft. I'm pretty sure this would be the third one, and I feel a lot better about this one than the other ones because I feel like I got my meat and potatoes. Like I got my themes for like the whole book and also each piece, but I feel like it was a good start. It was a good foundation, but through talking to a local author, poet that I know, and getting some general feedback around writing, like poetry specifically and prose, and like doing more reading of poets and prose writers myself and listening to their words and everything, I feel like I'm getting a deeper understanding of like diction and different ways of using language and ways of using words in a more unique and whimsical way and in a more descriptive way that I'm really enjoying. And the author in particular I'm talking about, she's taught me a lot about being unique in my expression and also imagery, like creating as much imagery and being as descriptive as I can and using all of the 5 senses to create the scene and tell the story. And I think that's just made me like look at my writing completely different. And I feel like I've told so many people this. I don't know if I've already put this in a YouTube video before, but we're gonna say it again because it's been so crucial to my process. So y'all just hear it again, it's fine. But in rewriting and revising my pieces going into this third draft with that in mind, it's really cool. And I feel really good about, and I'm really excited about how things are turning out. I'm just getting deeper into myself as a writer, and like when I first started, it was just like word vomit on the page, just getting it out there, which I feel like is good. Like I think that's how you should start, because I feel like whenever you try to get too technical and stuff, you start to lose that creative process and that creative energy to just start doing thing. But now that I've done that and I'm like starting to get deeper into like studying writing and understanding it and learning it, I just see myself growing a lot as a writer, and my pieces feeling, I don't say better, but like I guess so, just feeling better, more intentional, more well-rounded, well thought out, expanded, like deeper than just the surface level. Before there was really surface level, and I feel like I find myself getting deeper with what I'm creating. And it's plain, I was like, what the heck? Getting deeper with what I'm creating, and also expanding on each little world and each piece, and yeah, just being more intentional And that's really, really cool and really exciting. And I'm really interested to see where each piece goes, because in rewriting, all the pieces still have that's the same subject, like the same like kind of like seedling or core thing that I'm talking about, but in rewriting and reworking and just taking another look at it, it's like completely rewritten and it sounds completely different in a great way that I feel good about and I feel proud of. But they're just like taking their own completely different directions from how I intended originally. So it's really cool and interesting to see, and I'm excited to see that take off. And I feel like this will be more of like a final draft. Like, of course, it's probably gonna be more editing and stuff, but this feels more like complete. I feel more sure. I don't know if that would even be the word, but I guess like sure or secure in the process now. And I've been meeting more writers, and I've been doing a lot of work, like poetry workshops and writing workshops, and I feel like I've been proclaiming myself as a writer more, and that's something I'm doing and studying and working on. And I feel like I'm really coming into my own as a writer, and it feels cool. It feels really good and empowering, and I'm excited to see where that goes. And it's crazy, making this video is actually pulling me out of my slump, my mood, because I used to model, if anybody is watching this that doesn't know me, and I haven't been doing it recently for a multitude of reasons. That could be a whole separate video, but like I was like going down memory lane earlier and kind of found myself like grieving that part of myself. But I also feel like who I am now and what I'm creating feels so much more aligned with me and who I am and who I want to be, and like actually using my voice and using it in an authentic and vulnerable way, writing and making these videos allows me to do that. And even with like learning singing and music and all of that, like what I'm doing now, it feels so much more aligned and in tune with me, and it's allowing me to be myself in a way that modeling and other certain things I was pursuing wasn't. And I was like, that doesn't mean I can't do modeling or just create in that visual way, but maybe it looks different. And maybe that's something that is not the focus right now, and it's like it's okay to be happy for where I am now and also grieve that. But yeah, it's interesting because like modeling, acting, and those things are something I was interested in. And it's wild because with my poetry, prose, still figuring out exactly what it is that I'm writing. I think it's like a hybrid, but something I really want to do is create like an audio visual way for people to engage with the work. And so it's like that in itself kind of allows me to tap into that visual performing arts piece that like I guess modeling was for me. And I want to get better at and understand the spoken word aspect of it and performing and reciting my pieces too. So yeah, I kind of get to tap back into all that and more with what I'm doing now. So yeah, and I've been doing some open mic nights, but I also want to go to like other cities and listen to other people more, and also like put myself out there more. And I also want to start like posting my work on here more, so holding myself accountable because I'm talking about it, actually like putting effort into sharing my pieces in that like visual, video, audio format, and just trusting the process. Like everything, I do genuinely feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm here for a reason, and everything it definitely feels like divine timing, like everything is falling into place as it should, and just sitting in the moments that are uncomfortable and tough sometimes, and letting myself process the emotions and grieve past things while also celebrating the current and the coming. Yeah, I guess that was all that was on my mind today. It's funny, I had no idea what I was gonna be talking about, and then it just came out. Always does. Same thing with writing. Okay, whoever watches this, I hope you have a good day. Until next time.